I do have a couple of questions for you though. I'll go back to, I think was it 2014? I want you to explain to me as a captain of a franchise,
Yeah.
you lose five in a row. How do you motivate the guys to come back from five in a row, and then you turn around and win seven out of the next nine, and then you win the whole thing?
That was pretty tough. I remember we were going through really tough times. We were facing a lot of pressure from the spectators. You know how people in India, especially Mumbai, they're quite passionate about cricket over here. And then the franchisee as well. Our franchisee owners, they're quite passionate as well about the game. So there was a lot of pressure. I still remember we were in Dubai for the first 5 games, and then we had head back to India. The 5 games in Dubai, we lost all the
Yep.
games, and then luckily for me, I had Ponting around the team. I'm sure no better person than you to explain that to understand that, because you know what impactful person he is when he's around the group.
Yeah, definitely.
I was watching your uh, the series on Amazon, the test,
Yep.
and he was around with you guys during the World Cup, and I could think back and start imagining how he was. He was pretty much the same. Motivating the youngsters around the guys, just feeling one of us, not the coaching staff. So he was doing the same things, and more
Yeah.
than one good thing that stuck out was about Ponting was he was only going to go and talk to the younger guys. He was not worried so much about the senior players in the squad. He was trying to make sure that all the youngsters in the squad are very well, staying in that mental zone and not worrying about anything else. They
Yeah.
were his idea was to make sure that the youngsters don't drift away so much.
Yeah.
I'm sure the senior guys will take care of itself, but it's the younger guys who I need to look after, and that's what he exactly did. And from once we returned to Mumbai, things changed. I remember he gave us that pep talk in Mumbai once we came to Mumbai, and everything changed around that. You know.
Yeah, that's good. I think you hit the nail on the head. He's a very passionate guy, and he'll always leave it upon the senior players to understand what they do, because you can't change guys who have been playing for 5 to 10 years international cricket. He's played it, he's lived it, and now
Yeah.
he's coaching it. It's about the younger guys coming along with the experienced players to say, hey, there's always hope and belief, and that's one thing I think the same as with having Sachin around, or whether it's, I think Viru with me at Delhi,
Yeah.
having these guys around, it's a bit of an energy boost for younger guys. And the same with you coming into a Indian cricket team with all
Yeah.
those superstars, and I came in at the same time. Like, I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually playing with these guys now. How do we act around these guys? What's right, what's wrong? But you're trying to establish yourself as a cricketer, and you're good enough to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of these guys have made a great impact, on the team, whichever team they've been part of. And especially, IPL, what IPL has done to all the cricketers is, getting to know all these guys from various parts of the world, getting to know their culture, getting to understand what they do as a player. And for us, it's been fascinating to know all you guys. When you're playing for your country, it's a totally different ball game. But when you come here, a lot of the guys here get to learn so much from each other. Because they
Yeah.
watch you guys, and they see you prepare yourself before the game, what you like to do, what you don't like to do, how much time you spend in the gym, and things like that. So it's IPL in a way has done wonders to world cricket, not just Indian cricket, but also to many other guys, many other cricketers in the world.
Oh, one thing I did notice when I came to the IPL my first time, how much cricket balls you Indian cricketers hit. Like, so many balls. And like, I know here
Yeah,
we probably get a good half an hour to an hour of throwdowns, but the resources you have with guys available to net bowl to you, I could
yeah,
spend 6 hours there.
yeah. Because IPL, the tournament itself is very well planned, and all this franchisee, they take these 2 months very seriously because they want to win this championship. So I'm sure all the franchises, they start preparing well before the tournament starts, and that includes all these things: managing net bowlers, managing the practice facilities, getting your players to come, to the city a lot earlier than the tournament starts. So those things, I think, I don't know about Sunrisers, but Mumbai has done that pretty well in the last few years. They've gotten their players quite early, and there's a little 10 days camp that we try and held before the tournament starts. So just for the newer guys to get used to the staff, the players as well. So it's very important. I When IPL started, I played for that city, Hyderabad, but it's a different name now. But the city is the same. I remember how passionate people are in Hyderabad as well.
Yep.
I remember we were playing the finals last year, CSK and Mumbai, and
Yep.
they were going berserk, shouting Sunrisers, the Orange Army, which was, which shows, people there are quite supportive and they get behind their team, which was amazing to see. It's something that doesn't happen every time, but it was great to see, and there were orange jerseys in the stadiums, which was good. It's quite a passionate city to be part of.
And I think the reasoning behind that as well is because someone called Rohit Sharma took a hat-trick and scored 100 for Deccan against Mumbai.
Yeah. I can't believe that, man. I seriously cannot believe I took a hat-trick against Mumbai when I was playing for Hyderabad. It just, I don't even remember how I used to bowl them. It's just unfortunate I got a finger injury, and then I cannot grip the ball properly. So I stopped it. And these days, it's better to stay away from bowling.
Well, it still remains you're the only Indian, and I think Shane Watson's the only international player to do that.
Oh, shit. If I think of it now, it's quite embarrassing, man, that I took a hat-trick. Oh,
it surprised me when I saw it. I was like, I couldn't remember last time you ever bowled.
And they're decent batters as well. I remember first one was JP Dumini. Second one
LBW or court?
It was caught behind, leg side. Gilly was wicket keeping. I took a great catch. And then the second one was Abhishek Nair. Third one was Harbhajan Singh. I'm pretty sure that he underestimated me. He just wanted to come and swing the bat, but he missed it. But clean bowled.
Was that when you guys won in South Africa?
Yeah, 2009. Yeah.
I remember.
I used to bowl a lot back then. I used to bowl a lot. I wanted to ask you the same thing. If you remember, we played under 19 together when you guys toured India. I think Usman was captain. Usman or Moses Henrik. I don't remember. Either one was leading the side. Yeah. And you were a middle order batsman. You used to bat at 6 or 7, if I'm not wrong. And you used to bowl a handy leg spinner. And a gun fielder, that I know. I still remember that. How did that transition happen for you, when you started opening the batting, now dominating all 3 formats?
That's where someone asked me the other day, where's my favorite place to play in India? And I say the most picturesque place is Dharamshala.
Yeah.
And I remember vividly playing there. I was bowling leg spin, and I remember Warney not having a great record there. And as a leg spinner, I think you got to bowl faster. You look at Mishra. I remember Rahul Sharma. Obviously Rashid. But I don't know. It was bizarre. I started at middle order. I was sort of coming in at the middle, sort of back end of innings. And then in 2009, Dominic Thornley, who played a handful of games for Australia, he was captaining New South Wales.
Yeah.
And Philip Hughes was opening the batting at the time. And we were chasing a small total against Tasmania. And then I go in the change room. I just go to take off my clothes, get ready. And then, obviously go and watch the boys chase. And he said, "You're opening." And I was like, okay, I'll open the batting then. So I went out and opened the batting. And me and Hughesy ended up both getting hundreds. And And then I was told the next game I'm opening the batting in a T20 game against Sean Tate. And I was just like,
Oh,
no thanks.
yeah.
Like, you don't know what to think. So, like, I just automatically said, okay, yes, well, I have to. I've got no choice. I end up scoring some runs the next game. And then it flowed on from there. And then, like, my bowling just didn't really progress. I didn't really put more energy or emphasis into my game. I then all of a
Yeah.
sudden turned into an opening batter. And then all of a sudden I'm walking out at the MCG in front of 90,000 people against South Africa.
Yeah, I saw that.